Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Roll Up Productions. Today, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of subcultures and sharing some of our recent video watching experiences. So, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Today, we will be discussing an intriguing topic: supernatural occurrences. More specifically, we will delve into the experience book The Conjuring catapulted them to international fame. Now, let's explore what 73% of Americans believe happens when we least expect it. In a recent survey, it was found that 3 out of 4 people have experienced a paranormal event. These experiences can range from seeing spirits, hearing strange noises, feeling a presence, or even experiencing a physical reaction to something supernatural. So, what do these experiences mean? Do they prove the existence of the unseen, or do they simply challenge our perception of the world around us? The answer lies in the fact that these stories remind us that there is always more to human experience than meets the eye. In conclusion, Ed and Lorraine Warren's remarkable career and their countless clients' stories demonstrate that the supernatural is an area of existence that continues to elude our scientific understanding. As we continue to seek answers, let us not forget the power of the human spirit and the myriad ways it pervades our lives. Thank you for joining me in this discussion, and remember, the only limits we have are the ones we set for ourselves.
Anyway, there's a documentary I just happened to run across on YouTube, and it was about supernatural occurrences, and it was about Ed and Lorraine Warren, which are documented as the foremost on dealing with some of the most high-profile cases having to do with the supernatural. And surprisingly, 70% of Americans claim they have had some kind of encounter with something that they couldn't explain. Not necessarily a ghost or whatever, but just some kind of interaction with something otherworldly. Me personally, I've had a couple incidents. I did a video on it, but nothing Scooby-Doo or to make me run out of the house. But the point I'm making is that is an awful large percentage of people to be all singing the same song we live in has had weird occurrences, has very strange noises. Actually, we've had family members stay here and claim that they saw something, been back since, and haven't been back since. This house has its quirks like any other house. Any house that has age, it's been lived in, has its quirks. This one has a really distinct one. And when somebody's upstairs, you can hear the creaking, the walking. You can tell they're walking from the bed or whatever. Funny thing is, same thing happens when there's nobody walking. There's which has always been a strange thing to me. There are times that I walked upstairs thinking that somebody's home or whatever. Because of the creak, there's a distinct creaking noise that anyone makes when walking from set point A to point B. This happens all the time, and you get used to it after a while, and you just don't pay it no mind. Personally, I think a lot of people have these occurrences for different reasons. Ability they have. Maybe it is an open-mindedness they have. For ghost films. Maybe it is a form of psychosis, or maybe it is an age that you desire to see so bad that you'll take anything and interpret anything as that. Me personally, I feel I'm neither here or there. I've never really been that interested in that kind of thing. Another, and I would compare this to something else, a Star Wars, Star Trek, that kind of under the water, way more interesting and more tangible and more realistic to me, because I can literally hop in my car, drive down the road, and you can even rent one of them personal submarines if financially you're able to do it. That seems more feasible to me than getting into a spaceship. Interest, I don't dismiss it or don't understand why people entertain or are curious or interested in those. People have different curiosities. Those just haven't been it. The curiosities for me are down here because it's where I live. It's what I'm experienced, travel, got to see different parts of the world, and that seems to be more an interest to me. This natural occurrence, this occurrence that these in this house usually happens often, that it becomes this, you know, there goes dude or old girl doing her thing again. Anyway, I'm going to circle back to a family member who did claim they actually did see something, and it was in the hallway. They claimed they said some kind of apparition walk out of the bathroom and then was gone one night. He told us about it. He's not the first to tell us about these weird noises or occurrences. And again, to go back even further, when I first come here, the friend that was telling me about the apparition that he saw, or thought that he saw, which was up on the hill. See, so it's basically a kind of self-contained compound. So it's 3 houses on one property. Well, the man that used to own this property, or the granddaddy, his name was Zeke. And every small town has its lore, and every small town has its superstitions or whatever.
I try not to put all my beliefs into one basket. I think there's something to be learned from all beliefs, and try to keep an open mind anyway. Good evening, and thank you for listening, and see you on the next video.